Hello, my name is Linda. Welcome to my channel. Your support is much appreciated. Thank you. First off, I'd like to do my disclaimer. All products mentioned and used in my videos are not sponsored. If you have a favorite brand, use your favorite brand. If you have any suggestions about recipes you'd like to see on my channel, please comment below. Thank you. Today I will be doing my version of brisket with cabbage. It's like corned beef without the corned beef spices. You will need brisket, onions, potatoes, cabbage, and carrots. On to the recipe. The first thing I'll do is I'll clean the carrots. You just peel them to clean them. It don't take that long to do this. I'll be right back after I get this done. Now after you peel them, you're going to just chop them. Rough chop them. So, I like cutting them in smaller pieces. Just like that. I'll be back after they're all chopped. Now I'm going to be cleaning my onions. I just slice it this way. Come on. Get that. Do my little slit. And take off the outer skin, which isn't that hard to do. Then I'll chop it up. Now I'll be chopping it up. We're just rough cutting it because it's going to fall apart in there anyway when we stir it up. So we just want it rough cut because they'll come apart. See, all these will separate out when we're cooking it. So we just dump it in a bowl with the carrots. I got a bowl over here with my carrots. And I'll be back after I do the second onion too. This is what it looks like when I get them cut up. What I'm going to do is I'm just dumping the onions and carrots in a pot. The next thing to go in is the cabbage. But before I do the cabbage, I got to cut it up. I already cut it in half. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get out the core. Because you don't want the core, because it is bitter and it is tough. So you don't need that in there. You always have to get it out. Even if you make coleslaw, you always have to get this out. And you pop it out. Let me get it up there a little bit more. To pop it. And we got to get it all the way around. Get it out. And it'll come out. It's just stubborn. That's because it's real tough. There we go. Got it out. Now we'll cut it up. And dump it in a pan. Yeah, you just rough cut it like you do the rest. Once we get it cut that way, then we cut it this way. See, it's not hard to do. I'll put the cabbage in here. That's half of it. I know it's going to cook down, so I'm only going to use a half a cabbage in here this time. And the other half of cabbage, what I will do with it is I'll make my sausage stew. Yeah, all these is going to cook down. I know it looks like a lot, but I know it's going to cook it down. So, now I'll bring you over closer to see what I'm doing next. Now all I'm going to do is add water to it. Here's 1 cup of water going in. There's no true measurement. 2 cups. 3 cups. Yeah, you want to see the water. You don't want to totally cover it with water, but you do want to start seeing the water. That's 3 cups. Here's another cup. About 4. That's about 5. Okay. Now the spices that I use is salt and pepper. I just dump some salt in here. I don't really measure any of the spices. You just put in what you like. And I brush the ground pepper as much as you like. I'll be back after I get done adding the pepper. Now I'm going to put the lid on it and bring it to a boil. I cook it maybe about half hour to an hour. It might cook a little bit better if I turn on the burner. Just a smidgen. Be back in a few. It's starting to cook down. Now I'm going to stir it up. Hopefully I don't spill it. I'm just stirring it up. It is going down. We just got to stir it up a bit. It's looking good though. We just got to cook all the veggies until they're nice and tender. I'll be back after I get it stirred up. Now I'll stir it up again. And you can see it went down. And I did check the carrots, they need a couple more minutes. So maybe about 10 more minutes. And I'll be done. Then I'll do the roast. Or I should say the brisket. Now I'll be seasoning my brisket. I use Famous Dave's Steak and Burger seasoning. I just put it on all sides. And then I'll put it in the fridge. And let it sit for a little bit. You can even do this overnight if you want. It depends how quickly you want this done. I just do it real quickly. I might even do it overnight because it gives it more flavor. So, all we do is season it real good. And now we'll put some cling wrap on it and put it in the fridge. Preheat an oven to 350. This is what I'm going to be coating the potatoes with. It's a cup of water with a packet of onion soup mix. It don't matter what brand you use. Now I'm going to be slicing up the potatoes and putting it in there and getting it all on the potatoes. Then I'll put it in a pan. In case you're wondering what kind of potatoes I'm doing, I am doing roast potatoes. I like roast potatoes. So, now I just rough cut them like that. And I'll put them back in. I'll put them in here so they got the salt on them. And I'll get my spoon and push it around so that they're salted. That way they don't discolor. I'll keep doing that until they're done. Now I'm going to put the potatoes in there. I'm not trying to get all that juice in there. I'll get some of the juice out because we don't need that kind of juice in there. But I want to make sure they get coated in the juice before I take some of it out. And I'm going to take some of it out because I know the roast is going to make some juice. But I do want a smidgen in there. Not too much. Just a smidgen. Now we're going to put the roast on the potatoes. Here it is. Here's the roast on the potatoes. Now, if I need more juice, I got it right here to put in. But for now, I don't. I'll cover it with foil. I covered it with foil. Now I'll be putting it in the oven. Now I'll put it in the oven. Let me get the oven door open. And the temperature is 350, and I'm cooking it 2.5 hours to 3 hours. I'll check it at 2.5 hours. I just checked the brisket, and I put it back in the oven without the cover on it. brown it more. Now I'm going to check on it again to see how it's doing. Because the potatoes take a long time to do. So let me see. Let me move the roast over. Come on. I should say brisket. They're getting softer. I'll put the foil back on them. Since the brisket is brown. They're getting there, but they got to be more tender. So I'll put this back on there and cover it up. And put it back in. There we go. Now I'm checking on my roast again to see how it's doing. And most importantly, I'm going to check on the potatoes. Let me see. I got the thermometer in here to check on the temperature. Okay, the brisket is done. So I get to take that out. Let me get the meat thermometer out there. Now I gotta check on the potatoes after I get the brisket. Because sometimes the roast gets done ahead of... No, it's not done. Nope, it ain't done. The temperature lied. Well, it's gonna go back in then. Yeah, because it wouldn't be a little bit bloody if it was done. So, I'll put it back in. It's not done. It's now done. So I'll put it on a plate. I'll put the potatoes around it so it looks nice. I'll get the potatoes. This is my version of corned beef and cabbage. I still got the cabbage, but it's brisket instead. That's what it looks like. Thank you. If you haven't already subscribed, press the subscribe button. Please like and share. Make sure to press the all notification so you get notified of every video that I drop. Thank you.